on your side.
And happening right now in Gaithersburg, a heavy police presence as investigators work through the night to figure out what caused a plane to fall out of the sky and crash into a home. The jet crash killed 6 people, including a mother and her 2 young children, one of them just weeks old. We have live team coverage on this situation that can only be described as a horrible tragedy just ahead here for you tonight. But first at 11 now, we spoke with a man who noticed the plane having some trouble in the sky. He was among the first to reach the area after the jet crash, and we have the video and the interview, one you will see only here on ABC 7. Jay Korf live in Gaithersburg tonight with more. Jay.
Leon, right now, investigators remain on the scene, combing through what is left of this destroyed home, and you're about to see graphic and gripping video from a man who was among the first on the scene, even before first responders. Only moments after arriving at the scene of a home in flames and aircraft debris scattered, Scott Manso felt the power and witnessed the horror that is a plane crash in a neighborhood.
There's one strapped in the seat and one right under the plane.
His voice quivering, Manso did his best to steady his cell phone.
Yeah, I hopped in my car and came because I thought he was going in and saw the smoke.
He says Monday at around 10:45 a.m., he watched in disbelief from a nearby parking lot as the plane struggled to maintain altitude.
And as I'm watching him, he rocks hard over to the left and then very hard over to the right. And I thought, well, that guy could be in trouble.
Seconds later, the twin-engine private jet crashed into homes on Drop Forge Lane, about a mile short of Montgomery County Airport.
Jumped out of the car, hopped over the fence. That's when I turned on my camcorder. There wasn't a lot of fire around the fuselage, and I was thinking if there was somebody in there, they need to get out.
The plane sliced its way through 3 homes. Investigators say the fuselage came to rest in one front yard. A wing filled with fuel slammed into the home next door, igniting the house on fire.
And it was hot. I mean, I'm standing over at the neighbor's house, and it was really hot, so anybody in that house would have been in trouble.
Officials say Marie Gemmel, her young sons, Cole and Devin, as seen here on Facebook, were found huddled near each other in an upstairs bedroom where they tried but could not find refuge.
Our mission is to find out not only what happened, but why it happened, because we want to make sure that something like this never happens again.
Now, we should note that National Transportation Safety Board investigators are nowhere near having an understanding as to how this plane fell from the sky, ending up costing 6 lives. But we do know that they are looking at all possibilities, including the possibility that a bird or birds hit that aircraft. Live in Gaithersburg, Jay Korf, ABC 7 News.
Okay, thank you, Jay. New at 11 now, we're getting our first crack at listening to the 911 calls that went out moments after the jet crashed.
We heard a giant explosion, and we looked out the window, and it looks like a house is on fire.
Hey, we do have help on the way. Are you on scene? Are you involved?
No, I'm over here standing in my driveway. My buddy and I watched it go over, and was wobbling from side to side.
Just 2 of several calls, many describing trouble for the pilot moments before that crash. The neighborhood where those calls came from isn't far from the Montgomery County Airport, about a mile or so away. And tonight, residents there tell us that they are just in shock. 3 members of a beloved family, one just a matter of weeks old, dead tonight. Tom Rousey spoke with some of those neighbors tonight. Tom, they have just got to be devastated.
So many are, and they say that the woman who passed away and her kids were just so well known and well liked around here. Here's what investigators say actually happened this morning with this plane. The first house hit was actually behind me. A wing clipped the window where that purple is there, and then much of the jet continued in another house behind that tree there. That's where most of the jet wound up, but investigators say one wing was catapulted into the third house on the right, and it had a lot of fuel in it, and that's what led to the giant fire that claimed the lives of the 3 people inside. Tonight in the distance, you could see the lights of the airport the jet never made it to. Less than a mile away is the devastation it left.
I go running to the street.
Carlos Montoya lives right nearby and says he bolted to the house to help. He says he looked into the first floor window, didn't see anyone, and soon after there was another explosion. This video he shot shows how bad it was. He says he had no idea his neighbor Marie was inside with her 2 boys, but by this point, no one could have saved them.
I cannot help because delay. That's why. my neighbor died. I'm trying to help. That's why I feel bad.
Tonight, Marie Gemmel's husband, Ken, posted a picture on Facebook of his wife, along with 3-year-old Cole and 1.5-month-old Devin. Investigators say Marie had taken the boys to an upstairs bathroom to try to escape the flames when they were likely overcome by smoke.
We just talked to her with my wife last week with a little child with a stroller walking down the street.
Maksudal Haq lives next door to the Gemmels and used to commute with Marie.
Such a wonderful lady. It's very sad. I really don't know what to say.
Also killed were 3 people on the jet, including Michael Rosenberg. His family is local, but he is CEO of Durham, North Carolina-based Health Decisions. And as for the Gemmel family, 3 of the 5 members died inside that home this morning. The survivors are the husband, who I mentioned, Ken Gemmel, as well as a young daughter, neighbors say, was at school at the time. There's been a site on the internet, a GoFundMe site, set up to raise money for the family. I just checked a few moments ago, and in just 5 hours, it had raised nearly $44,000 to help the family out. And a lot of folks also saying that they're going to be praying for that family over the coming days. In the neighborhood, reporting live tonight in Gaithersburg, I'm Tom Rousey, ABC 7 News.
All right.